The Kingdom of eSwatini is celebrating the life and times of Rebecca Makgomo Masilela, affectionately known as Gogo. She died in 2006 after receiving the Order of Luthuli in silver for contribution as a nurturing mother to exiled freedom fighters in then Swaziland. The two governments are holding a special commemorative walk in her name, and our reporter Masego Ratlaga is there in eSwatini. Masego, very good morning. Take us to what's going to take place today.
Good morning, Tony. Well, we've already had the program starting yesterday, actually, with people coming in large numbers to celebrate, as you said in your intro, Tony, the life and times of Gogo. She's affectionately known here in Swaziland as Gogo. Right now, we have a lot of people who are taking a fun walk or run just around to remember her name. Of course, she did sacrifice her life and actually put her own life and that of her family in danger when she housed some of those stalwarts that we have in South Africa here in Swaziland, especially in the 1970s, Tony, when you know that there was a lot happening in Africa and in our country with regards to freedom. But I think this is where I'll bring in my guest, Tony. His name is Masilela. He is the son of Gogo, and he saw a lot of the stalwarts coming. So thank you so much for joining us. You're live on ENCA.
Thank you very much.
Just first of all, in your book, you mention a lot seeing a lot of faces coming in and out of your mother's house, not asking any questions. You just got used to the fact that your mother was the mother of so many people. Can you tell us a bit of that history? How was that growing up like that?
Whilst growing up, we didn't fully understand what was happening, or at least I didn't fully understand what was happening. I only started connecting the dots much later. But what was interesting is that we saw people coming in and out. Some would come back, some would never come back, either because they used different routes to go to South Africa or they died in an operation whilst in South Africa. And there's been a lot of people that use number 43. I can indicate one or two of them. The former President Mbeki, the former President Zuma was there, and the two generals of our army, SANDF, Gebuza, Spiwenyanda, and Jabushoke.
How was it? I mean, you're telling me about dangerous times and sometimes people not even coming back. The death squad was also very busy in the Kingdom of Swaziland. I know you didn't understand first because you were so young, but did you see anything from your mother saying that she's afraid, or was she just doing this for her children?
Gogo was amazing, and she had a trickle-down effect on all of us. Whenever she was arrested, tortured, the only answer she would give was Abantu Abamla. I can't get rid of them. Because all of them, when they left home, they were given one message. Mdwanam, hambu yoba Masilela. They will know what to do. So we're settled with all these children from Soweto and all over South Africa. And she remained the only mother they had. So they had to stay there. So it was only when we wrote the book that we fully appreciated the risk that she was taking. And going back, I keep saying to myself, we were very naive. But I think we're naive for a positive reason.
A positive reason, of course. Some of us are free now. South Africans are free to walk wherever they need to walk. But do you think we have enough in South Africa after everything that was sacrificed in those days? Do you think, as an African continent, actually, are we actually doing well? Is this what have we reached the point where Abantu Abafana Gogo have fought? Are we okay now?
When you talk of freedom, I hope we all appreciate what it actually means. And part of it is understanding that it is not only South Africans that actually deliver this freedom that we're enjoying today. It's people of Swaziland, people of the region, and people of the world. And one of the things that we're doing here is to remind ourselves of the importance of those people who contributed. It is very good that we have our freedom. It is important, and we need to preserve it. What OR once said was that it is easy to attain freedom, but it is very difficult to manage it. And I think this is where we are as a country, in that we are already in this freedom, and the question is, how do we manage it going forward? That becomes a very big challenge. It's almost like saying we want to get to the nirvana, but what is the route of getting there? And that is our challenge that we face in South Africa.
Thank you so much, Tata Masilela. Tony, there you have it, celebrating his mother, joining South Africa and Swaziland, people from those two countries, to celebrate his mother's life. She sacrificed a lot for the freedom we enjoy today.
All right, thank you so much. Our reporter there, Masego Rahlaga, in the Kingdom of eSwatini. It's a celebratory walk celebrating the life and times of Gogo Masilela. We'll catch up with a little bit later. And of course, she owned and ran and managed a house that harbored, sheltered and conscientized and developed members of the ANC in the then Swaziland.